All right, everyone. So we're going to come down to our back so we can start with our centering. And just getting yourself set up into a comfortable position. Getting out any wiggles or adjustments that you need to get fully comfortable. Take a nice, slow, long belly filling breath in. We're going to hold that breath at the top. Nice and slow. Let's exhale the breath out. Slow, long, big inhale in. Nice, slow exhale out. Good. And making any more adjustments that you need to while you connect with your mat, connect with your breath. Maintaining a relaxed but focused attention. So should your mind wander, bring it back to your inhales and your exhales. Stay here for a few more breaths. Just enjoying the connection with our mat, with our breath. Reach our arms over our head, allowing those arms to connect back down to the ground or to the mat, and bringing our feet into our cobbler and allowing the knees to become heavy. Bringing your breath into your pelvis, into your hips, your groin. More breaths here. Interlace our fingers and push the palms of our hands to the wall behind us. Just getting a big stretch. And release. And we're going to roll into our happy baby, reaching for the back of our heels instead of our toes. Give a gentle rock from side to side, nice and slow. Rolling out the sacrum, tailbone. Into stillness, we'll reach for our toes. We'll lengthen that right leg, just pushing through the heel, keeping a little bit of softness in that right knee. Bring that right leg closer to center, giving ourselves quite a bit of lengthening through the back of the right leg. The bend back into the right knee, lengthening the left leg again, keeping a little bit of softness into that left knee. Left leg closer to center. Bend back into the left knee, bringing the soles of our feet together, giving them a nice big hug in towards our chest. Releasing the soles of the feet to the mat, keeping a bend into the knees. Right toes are going to reach up for the sky like a ballerina. And really pointing through those toes so that you feel the lengthening coming down the front of the leg. Maybe even feel it into the top of the foot and the ankle. And push through the heel. Make circles in one direction with the right ankle. And in the other. Coming to stillness, we'll bring the right ankle above the left knee, coming into our reclined pigeon. And today we're going to keep our hips squared off with the ceiling. If you want a little more lengthening through that right glute, you can push that right knee away from the torso. Taking a few slow, long inhales and exhales here. Release that left foot down to the mat, right knee crossing the left. Arms come out into T position. We'll drop those knees over to the left side of the mat and bring our gaze over the right fingers. Two more breaths here. Inhale the legs to center. Exhale, release the left foot. Left toes come up to the ceiling, really pointing through those toes like a ballerina. And then let's push through that heel, getting nice and long through those calves. Circles in one direction with the ankle and in the other. Good. Coming to stillness, we'll bring that left ankle below the right knee, coming into our reclined pigeon, keeping our hips squared off at the ceiling. If you want a little more lengthening, you can push that left knee away from the torso. Slow, long inhales and exhales here. We'll release that right foot, left knee crosses the right, arms into T position, dropping the legs over to the right side of the mat and bringing our gaze over our left fingers. Couple more breaths. Inhale the legs to center. Exhale the left foot down to the mat. Arms come down to our sides, walking our heels up towards our bottom as we push up into our bridge pose. We'll connect our hands underneath our bottom. Both knees are pointed up to the sky. Use slow, long inhales and exhales here. Nice and slow, we'll come down one vertebrae at a time. When we come down to our tailbone, we'll bring our knees into our chest for a hug. And release the feet back down to the mat. And you can come back into your bridge pose, or for those of you that want to go a little deeper, we can come into our wheel. You're coming into your wheel, your hands come to either side of the ears and pushing your tummy up to the ceiling. If you're in your full wheel, nice and slow, we'll come down to our bridge, tucking that chin. We'll stay in bridge pose for a few breaths. Nice and slow, coming down one vertebrae at a time. When we come to the tailbone, bringing the knees into the chest for a hug and just giving that gentle rock from side to side again. Coming to stillness, hands come behind the knees. We're going to rock from front to back a few times, just massaging out the spine. And then coming up into seated. Good. Coming into our easy pose, being seated onto our sit bones. Nice, long, tall spine. Shoulders are away from the ears. Good. Let's inhale those shoulders up to the ears. Exhale around and back. Inhale up. Exhale around and back. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale around and back. We're going to drop the chin down to the chest, rolling the left ear over to the left shoulder. Right, now let's reach that left hand over to the right ear. Just bring a little bit of weight to the head, lengthening out the neck a little bit further. Release the left hand, nice and slow. Drop that chin down. We're going to roll that right ear over to the right shoulder, still keeping that long spine. And then reach the right ear or the right hand over to the left ear. Release the right hand, nice and slow. Drop the chin down. We're going to bring that left ear one more time over to the left shoulder. And then roll back, right ear to right shoulder. Bring the chin down. And our head comes back up to center. Good. Legs come straight out in front of us. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping some softness into the knees. Starting at the tailbone, nice and slow, we're going to roll ourselves up to seated. Shoulders come up to the ears, around and back. Right foot comes to the inside of the left leg. We're going to reach that left hand to the left foot. So we're bringing almost our side rib over the left leg. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hinging over that left side. Inhale, right fingertips up. Exhale down to the mat. Good. We're going to step that right foot over the left leg, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and giving ourselves a nice twist. So bring that gaze over the right shoulder and taking a few breaths here. Big breath. Exhale back to center. Right leg comes forward. We're going to bring the left foot to the inside of the left leg. So again, we're going to bring those right side rib over that right leg as we reach our right hand to the right foot. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, hinge over the right side. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, release. Left foot steps over the right leg. Right elbow to the outside of the left leg. Big breath in. Exhale. Let's look over that left shoulder. In. Exhale, release to center. We'll bring our feet back into our cobbler, keeping that nice long spine, imagining that we have a broom handle or a pole from the crown of our head down to our tailbone. So keeping that really long spine and just hinging forward from the hips. It's not about how far forward we're going. We're just really feeling that lengthening coming into the hips and the groin. Visualize bringing your breath into those spaces that you feel lengthening. Then exhale, fold. Starting at the tailbone, we'll roll ourselves back up to seated and we'll come over to our tabletop, having those toes curled under. Good. And pulling the belly button into the spine as we flow into our cow. Nice and slow. Exhale, cat. Keep that belly button pulled in. Inhale, cow. Nice slow movements. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Okay. Coming back to our tabletop. So this is our new pose for us this evening. We're going to bring our left leg out to the left side of the mat. Our right hip is still stacked over the right knee. We're going to reach your hands a little bit further forward. Good. We can release the right toes and we're going to sit our bottom back. Getting right into those hips. Good. Inhale, shoulders over top of wrists. Exhale the breath out. Big breath in. Exhale, sit the bottom back. Inhale, shoulders over top of wrists. Exhale the breath out. And big breath in. Exhale, sit the bottom back. Good. Let's hold here for a couple breaths, bringing that breath into the hip. Inhale the shoulders over top of the wrists. Exhale the breath out, bringing that left knee back onto the mat. And this time, lengthening out the right leg. Good. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. Big breath in. Exhale, sit the bottom back. Inhale, shoulders over wrists. Exhale the breath out. Big breath in. Exhale, sit the bottom back. Inhale, shoulders over top of wrists. Exhaling the breath out. Big breath in. Exhale, sit the bottom back. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. And inhale the shoulders over top of wrists. Let's bring that right knee back onto the mat. Curling the toes under. We'll step that left foot forward into that 45-degree angle and then bring the knee over top of the ankle. All right. Let's lift that right knee off the mat. Left fingers reach up to the sky. Beautiful. Nice and strong here. We're going to inhale up to our low lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lower the right knee down, hands to either side of the left foot. Let's bring that left leg back. Step that right foot forward again, that 45-degree angle, and then we're going to bring the knee over top of the ankle. Lifting that left knee off the mat, right fingers reach for the sky. Good. Nice and strong here. Inhale up to our low lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands to either side of the right foot, step back into plank. You can come down to your knees here if you want. We're going to hold for a couple breaths. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale the breath out. Big breath in. Exhale, baby cobra. Engage the biceps. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, baby cobra. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, baby cobra. Good. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's take the dog for a walk. Shoulders are nice and wide. Coming to stillness. Right leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that right knee forward for mountain climber. Right leg, three-legged dog. And let's take that right leg over for our flip dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. And let's step or wiggle that right foot forward as we inhale up to our warrior two. Exhale that breath out. Big breath in. Exhale, reverse warrior. Beautiful. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale to triangle. Beautiful transition. Nice. Let's bring that left hand to the right. Our torso is parallel to the mat. Take a couple breaths here. We'll add a little more softness into that right knee as we connect our hands down to the mat. Coming back into our right leg, three-legged dog, and release the right foot down to the mat. Left leg, three-legged dog. Left knee comes forward for mountain climber. Left leg, three-legged dog, and let's take it over for our flip dog. Good. Left leg, three-legged dog, and step or wiggle that left foot forward as we inhale up to our warrior two. Big breath in. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale to triangle. Right hand meets the left, torso parallel to the mat. Bring some more softness into that left knee, hands to either side of the left foot as we come back into our left leg, three-legged dog. And release that left foot down to the mat. Let's take the dog for another little walk. Good. Coming to stillness, we'll flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Looking between our thumbs, we're going to hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Exhale it out. Good. We're going to make sure one of our blocks is up at the top of our mat. Put it on your high height. You want to set it up for our half moon. So make sure it's within reaching distance. So pretty much armpit to hip bone is the distance you want between your block and you. All right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. And exhale to our down dog. Looking between our thumbs, we'll hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a generous step back with the left foot coming into our warrior two. Good. I want you to hold your warrior two. Pull the belly button into your spine, engaging your glutes. Nice, strong arms. Good. Stacking that right knee over top of the ankle. These look beautiful. Good. Inhale to warrior one. Good. Exhale, we're going to come forward into our half moon. Big breath in. Exhale to tree, hands to heart center. Good. Grow those branches nice and wide. Hands come to heart center. Our left hand reaches for our left foot as we come up into our Supta Padangusthasana, or hand to big toe pose. Big breath in. Exhale, nice and slow, come back down to mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Good, we're gonna flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Exhaling to down dog. Looking between our thumbs, we're gonna hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Generous step back this time with the right foot coming into our warrior two. Pull the belly button in, engaging the glutes. Left knee stacked over that left ankle. Few more breaths. Inhale to warrior one. Good. Exhale, coming back up to our half moon. Breath in. Exhale to tree. Hands are at heart center. Let's grow those branches nice and wide and strong. Hands to heart center. Right hand reaches for the right foot as we come back up into our Supta Padangusthasana. Big breath in. Exhale, nice and slow, coming back into your mountain. We're going to touch our big toes together, putting our heels out a little bit wider, sitting back into our chair pose. Tuck the tailbone under. Nice. Hands come to heart center, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Big breath in. Exhale, rotate, bringing the left knee to the outside of the right leg. Inhale back up to chair, hands up to the sky. Exhale the breath out. Breath in. Exhale, fold. Good. Let's bring our feet to the width of the mat as we come into our ragdoll. Allowing the head and arms to be heavy. A little softness still in the knees. Sing the elbows, keeping the arms heavy, starting at the tailbone. We're going to roll ourselves up nice and slow. Once you get to the top, you're going to pull those shoulders up to the ears, around and back. Good. Let's bring our feet back underneath our hips. Generous step back with the left foot coming into our warrior two. Big breath in. Exhale the right arm above the right knee. Left arm reaches over the left ear. Big breath in. Exhale into triangle. Then exhale to star. So we're going to bring our arms shoulder height, rotate our right toes so they're also pointing to the width of the mat. Good. Inhale, arms up as we come into a wide leg squat. Big breath in. Exhale to star. Inhale, wide leg squat, hands reach up. Exhale to star. Engaging the belly button into the spine. Inhale, squat. Exhale, star. Inhale, squat. And as we exhale, we're going to bring our arms into goddess. Good. Keep those belly buttons pulled in, engaging the glutes. Big breath in. Exhale back into triangle. So pointing those right toes back up to the top of the mat. Good transition. Very nice. Left hand comes back down to right. Inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, step up into mountain. Nice work. Beautiful. Same thing on the other side. Let's take that generous step back with that right foot. Coming into our warrior two. Big breath in. Exhale the left forearm above the left knee. Right arm over the right ear. Then exhale to triangle. Good. And we're going to rotate again into star. So coming up, bringing the arms up to shoulder height. Rotate the left toes to the width. Good. Inhale, arms up as we come into that wide leg squat. Exhale, back to star. Inhale, squat. Engage the glutes and the belly button. Exhale, star. Inhale, squat. Exhale, star. One more time. Inhale, squat. Exhale, arms into goddess. Big breath in. Exhale, rotating back into our triangle. Right hand comes to the left. Hands to either side of the left foot. We're going to swing back into our down dog. Let's take the dog for a little walk. Good. Coming to stillness. Left leg, three-legged dog. Left knee comes forward for mountain climber. Left leg, three-legged dog. Let's take that left leg over for a flip dog. Left leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that left foot forward. Inhaling up to high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Hands to either side of the left foot as we come back into our left leg, three-legged dog. Release the left foot down to the mat. Right leg, three-legged dog. Right knee comes forward for mountain climber. Right leg, three-legged dog, coming over to our flip dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. Let's step that right foot forward as we inhale up to our high lunge. Exhaling that breath out. Beautiful. Hands to either side of our right foot. Step back into our right leg, three-legged dog. Release the right foot. Left leg, three-legged dog. And let's bring that left leg forward for our pigeon. Reaching through those right toes. Good. And I want you to allow your body to go wherever it's comfortable in pigeon. So if you roll into your left cheek or into your right hip, that's okay. Just coming all the way down to the mat. Bringing that breath into those spaces you feel lengthening. Making any adjustments you need to get fully comfortable into this pose. Connected with our breath. A few more breaths. Hands underneath our shoulders, pushing our torso up, putting a bend into the right knee and reaching for that right foot with the right hand coming into our pigeon. You can stay here or you can reach up through those left fingers. Release the left hand to the mat, releasing the right foot. Push back up into our down dog, taking the dog for a walk. Right. Coming to stillness, right leg, three-legged dog. And this time we'll bring the right leg forward, reaching through those left toes. So again, allowing your body to get comfortable. So whether you're rolling into that left hip or into the right cheek, just getting yourself as comfortable as possible. And you can always use blocks to support your hip or your cheek if you feel like you need a little more support. Being connected with your breath. Few more breaths here. Bringing our hands underneath our shoulders, pushing our torso up. We'll put a bend into that left knee, reaching that left hand back for that left foot. You can stay here or reach up through those right fingers. Right hand connects to the mat. Let's release that left foot as we push up into our down dog, taking our dog for one last walk. Coming to stillness, knees come to the width of the mat as we push back into a passive child's pose. Just allowing everything to melt into the mat. We'll start by coming down to the right side of our face. So slow, turn your face into the opposite direction. Going down to our foreheads and using the heel of our hands just to push our bottom back a little bit closer to the heels of our feet. We'll push ourselves up into our tabletop and then coming over to our bottoms. Good. We're going to take our block. Our knees are bent, feet flat onto the floor. Good. And just taking our blocks in between our hands. You can decide if you want to go lengthways or widthways. I like widthways. Good. Elbows out to the side. We're going to touch the left elbow down to the floor and come up to center. Right elbow down and up to center. So just keep switching back and forth between sides. One more each side. Good. And we can put the block to the side. Good. Nice big breath in. Exhale up into boat pose. Good. Couple more breaths. Good. And release. Good job. Have your block handy. We're going to come down to our backs. Good. And you could decide here whether you want to bring your block underneath your sacrum or not. For me, I prefer not to, but some people like to have the block just underneath the sacrum. So upper, bottom, lower back. And we're going to send our feet up to the sky. Great. And we can play around with our legs here. We can do crisscross or scissors, and pedal a bike, or you can just keep the feet into stillness. And closing our eyes, connecting with our breath. Few more breaths here. If you have a block underneath your sacrum, nice and slow, pull it out into the side. And then we're all going to reach through those toes, nice and slow, lowering our legs all the way down to the mat. Allowing those heels to connect, releasing the hands, interlacing our fingers and pushing them over top of our head, reaching through the toes. Nice big Sunday morning stretch. And release. We're going to bring our heels down to the bottom left corner of the mat, arms up to the top left corner of the mat, creating that crescent moon pose. As we exhale, we'll bring our heels over to the bottom right corner, arms up to the top right corner. Our breath. Big breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Now, if you want to get any sweaters or blankets or eye pillows, now is the time to do that as we prepare ourselves for Shavasana. You can even bring a bolster underneath your knees or your heels. wiggles or adjustments that we need to get fully comfortable and cozy. Awareness to the connection our body has with our mat. Awareness to our inhales and our exhales. Maintaining a relaxed but focused attention as we come into Shavasana. Moments. Bringing your awareness back to your inhales and your exhales. Gentle movements to your fingers and your toes. Nice, long, gentle belly filling breath in and exhale it out. Bringing our awareness to our heart center, thinking about something positive that happened today. Be as simple as a good cup of tea or coffee or a smile, whatever it is. Think of one thing today that was a positive. And take that positive thing and allow it to grow within your heart center. Allowing that feeling of goodness to turn into happiness and joy. Allowing that feeling to grow and to expand. Allowing that feeling of happiness to reach all the way down to the tips of your toes, to your fingertips, all the way up to the crown of your head. Allow that feeling of happiness to bring a smile to your lips. Genuinely put that smile there, feeling the happiness spread across your face. Allowing that feeling of happiness to glow or to radiate. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Nice, slow, long inhale in. And as we exhale, we'll come over to our right side. Stay here for a couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, no rush, push ourselves up into seated. And bringing our hands to heart center, giving ourselves, thanks for making time for ourselves in our practice today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.